this, I'm keeping secrets in my hair, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
You know, maybe I can put a belch in there right after that can of frosty beverage gets opened up. Yes, indeed, boys and girls, it's time for a special edition of Butch On Sports. I'm simply Butch. As always, thanks for tuning in. A Saturday evening, boys and girls, we picked to do this Butch On Sports before the eve of Super Bowl. Whatchamacallit? Oh, Super Bowl 52? Okay. 52. We'll use 52. Hopefully, you're having a warm night in the metropolitan Detroit area. Snow is coming, and everybody's ready to shovel. So please be careful out there, as snow is sometimes heavy, sometimes light, but it does deal with the visibility of your driving. Please be careful out there. Sunday was going to be a nice little snow day, too, so yours truly will be getting its goodies right after church. We'll go ahead on and move forward with some sports news you can't get enough of. The NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame is being announced, has already been announced, so I'm going to just be the nice guy that I am. You know, if you want to watch the honors, we're doing this show around about 8:15. You hear this, and I want to see the results of it, and, you know, on TV. You can on NBC, of course, in your area. Randy Moss, Terrell, Owens are among the 8 men are enshrined in the Hall of Fame. I was happy to hear both of them. I knew Randy Moss would have a good chance of getting in. I had my doubts, and because of the negative, that's why I don't like to report negative news and whatnot there. People saying this and that about Terrell Owens. Yours truly, though, was one of the advocates that said he belongs with this group, and he belonged way before this group. This is his third time being elected, and finally he's in. The people who got in: Ray Lewis is in, Brian Dawkins, Brian Urlacher, he's in, boy, and that was a squeaky one indeed as well there. Bobby Beathard, long time overdue for him to get in. Robert Brazile, another one, long time overdue, and this is very much so long time overdue. Jerry Kramer were the names of the newest lists, including Owens and Moss, who are going into the Hall of Fame. That's going to be announced on Honors tonight. That's later on in the evening. You want to check it out on NBC. You can. Other awards on this Honors, I'm sneaky, so I don't know what here. Marshawn Lattimore wins the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Todd Gurley named the NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Saints Alvin Kamara wins the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Aaron Donald named the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. The Carolina Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly was the winner of the 2017 Art Rooney Sportsman Award. Very prestigious award indeed. Sam Gordon was the winner of the first game challenge presented by Secret Deodorant, and also Atlanta wide receiver Andre Roberts named to the 2017 Salute of the Service Award there. those are some of the winners that you'll hear on the honors tonight. I just gave it all away. Do I care? Yes, I do. However, it's news and it was credible. Get it to you first here. The Detroit Pistons are playing present right now. They're leading their game at halftime with the Miami Heat. Some ups and downs in the game there. Again, you can tell that players are trying to get used to one another on the court with new addition of Blake Griffin in the lineup for the Detroit Pistons again tonight. Ish Smith is the man of the hour here. He's scoring 16 points in the first half for the Pistons. Some good play there. Andre Drummond and also great Blake Griffin, 9 points each at the half there. So, some good play indeed. Pistons are leading. We'll keep you abreast of it if we hear anything current. Speaking of the Detroit Pistons and the Los Angeles Clippers game is going to be aired on ESPN. That was announced today. Detroit Pistons, Los Angeles Clippers game on February the 9th at 7 o'clock. That's now going to be aired nationally on ESPN. That's also going to be aired, as previously already announced, on Fox Sports Detroit. So you don't have to make no switcheroos on that particular one there, on that particular game. That is a national televised game on that date. Hopefully, again, you go down there and see the game. Hopefully the Pistons are on a winning streak there. Played a lot of games at home this month here. The league sources confirmed to NBC Sports Boston's that the Celtics, they signed Greg Monroe and bought him out from the Phoenix Suns. Boston and Monroe, 27 years old, by the way, has agreed to a 1-year deal worth $5 million, which more than can double if Boston stiffens they're open to buy there and get out there and do some things, because there's some layover from the contract before from Greg Monroe from where he previously was, and so he's going to get some additional chances to add on to that salary of the guaranteed $5 million he'll receive this year. In other words, they also mentioned that he's going to suit up on Sunday when they play the Portland Trail Blazers. That's what sources give our sources. Of course, they're unlimited people getting that information to us there. What else did I'm going to put in this thing here? I featured conversation tonight here. We've talked about, first of all, this is Black History Month here. Many Black Americans have given contributions to this country. Let's celebrate that with some Black History Month and some history. Maybe you getting to know some things that you didn't know, and also the common denominator is all races getting together and doing it in a peaceful fashion here. There's too much certain things going on, and it's being condoned, but there's many of us feel that it should not be condoned, that racial mishaps continue to go on in this country here. I'll put it that way here, very lightly. Okay, the Red Wings are approaching, when they approach the final game at Joe Louis Arena, the biggest question was, well, what was it going to do with the place? Who has the property rights and who's going to be sold to? And so far, so good, the city of Detroit, who are the owners, the principal owners of Joe Louis Arena, hasn't said too much until we got some information today. And the information is that they'll have at least 90 days to start deconstructing Joe Louis Arena. That means The countdown is going to be very soon that they start tearing down Joe Louis Arena and getting that particular property ready for the newest buyer or the persons or maybe the city in this regards find something to do with it immediately where they can have some immediate relief because, again, you're dealing with land ownership. You might have, in secret, have a good idea of what you're going to do or where you're going to give the property to in order for certain things to transpire on that particular land. Many feel that a hotel is going to be built there. Many feels that. And many feel that, yes, is a hotel also needed for conventioners and stuff like that there? And things to do in the city of Detroit? Yes. We are a long way from some vital things that are missing that were once was in the city. Once was in the city, we did have some significant amount of hotels everywhere in downtown. Once was, you can go to a commission amusement park, 2 of them within city limits. One I think of is Edgewater Park, over there on the 7 Mile Road area. I do believe that property is taken by Reverend Chucky Ellis's church, I think Greater Grace, has bought up all that property, and they have done a magnificent job of the events that they have dealt with on that particular location, especially community-wise, helping community out. One comes to mind, school supplies, haircuts, dental appointments for children, teeth cleanings, x-rays, examination. The list goes on and on and on for the community. Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and various other community things. Just recently, Officer Dawkins' funeral was held there. That was nationwide, not only nationwide, worldwide, of that particular incident that occurred in the city of Detroit. Many things on that property that people want to think of that should be done with it here. Myself personally, I like to say amusement park in this particular city or within boundaries of it. It is long overdue. Why should we have to go all the way to Ohio or other, over 200 or 300 miles to get somewhere, or to satisfy our families when there were 2 people? And the other one was Babalo, which you get on the boat, to take you on the boat to the island, and you have a great day, and you take the boat back to various locations, one in downriver, the other one in downtown Detroit at the docks. It's just not as they say, the same as it used to be. Hopefully something positive will come of that particular property. Everything in the building has now been stripped and sold, from chairs to signs, clocks, and all kind of memorabilia that they can sell, even toilets, gone. They're ready to tear it down. Sad. A lot of things going on in there. The deadline laid out is like 3-year agreement between the city and the former bondholders, which have received the full ownership and development rights to the area property in exchange for acceptance. Big losses during the 13-14 municipal bankruptcy there, so they give them a pretty good deal and some monies to help deal with that won't be counted against the city and their coffers of money there that they have to spool out. That means someone else will spool it out for them to clear that property, get it ready to go there. Again, the process of demolition will start within 90 days of that expiration, which is again in May. So soon than later, we'll start seeing Joe Louis being torn down. And with being torn down, there's going to be some I guess some other ways you're going to have to get around that particular area. So be ready for that too, boys and girls. Be ready for that always too. I want to get you ahead of the date here. Right now, Red Wings are playing the Panthers in Florida. It was 1-0 the Panthers last I looked there. Pistons are getting ready to go in the second half, and I'm kind of monitoring that particular ordeal. And they'll be getting ready to go. Super Bowl is tomorrow. And I guess you say, as a fan, which I'll be, just like you, who's going to win the game? Now, the Eagles, we can't say no more. Nick Foles, the substitute quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, by the way, hasn't played the whole season, but has in the playoffs has shown himself very well. Right next to another former person to give that charm and pull to the ridiculous play. Yes, you're right. The Patriots. You can't say too much, no more about the Patriots. 5 and 1 for the other fingers or thumb. My pick tomorrow for the game that's going to be played is, here we go. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to pick. I got you. No, the Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles to win over the Patriots tomorrow. I've been wrong many times, but I am going to pick the Eagles. Being that I am a Detroit Lions lifer and that the Eagles are in the NFC division. That's why I'm picking. No special, ridiculous reason. Anything can happen, hopefully. And it's a good game. It's not a blowout. And I've been wrong before again, and so what? Oh, boy. But we'll enjoy the game tomorrow. Hopefully everybody enjoy the game. And hopefully everybody, again, I mentioned the metropolitan Detroit area is going to be snow. So please stay warm. If you're out there driving, be careful. It can be heavy or light. Please be careful. Hopefully, like you do like me, myself, I'm going to do everything, get done with everything, hopefully early, so I can enjoy the rest of the day, and then some. Yes, indeed. It's nothing like it. And with that, ends another week of Butch On Sports here, boys and girls. Right now, Pistons are winning. Red Wings are trailing. And I'm totally done with this week. We might be on a couple podcasts, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to be invited on a couple, and I don't know. But again, if I'm not, we might start one of our own little ridiculous thing with some of the people on Facebook, and just get their impression of what went on in the game. I do little stuff like that. They aren't encouraged because of, well, you know. Butch On Sports is always a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Hopefully you have a rest of the great weekend there and then some. Be careful out there, if you're in the metropolitan Detroit area. And those of us who ever listen to this game, a lot of goofy stuff happening on Super Bowl. You're getting the refreshments and beverage, everything. Please be careful out there. If you can stay home and drink up and eat up, please do so. And if you're not doing that over a friend's house or whatever it may be, watch what you're doing. Make sure you got a designated driver and the whole ramifications such as that there. I'm Simply Butch. Again, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.